Hey everyone, and welcome to the Defining Your Life podcast, where we focus on living in our purpose, practicing presence, and activating our power in each moment. I'm Marsha Rell, your resident pep talk provider, and I invite you to join me as we continue to learn, lift each other up, and strive to level up together. Because we are never finished defining our lives, and it takes a village, so let's build one. Stay tuned for the episode. Hey everyone, I hope that all is well with you and that you were able to enjoy the long weekend, whether it was hanging out with friends and family or keeping things low key. I got to do a little bit of both, which is always the perfect balance for me. Long weekends are always a great time to reset, catch up on overdue tasks, spend more time on wellness practices that you may not have made time for, and just really an opportunity to love on yourself a bit more. I hope that the rapid fire feature with Charlene last week really made you think of wellness holistically, if that hadn't already been your mindset previously, and that you felt motivated to carve out time for wellness deliberately. Everything works together, right? Because where there is lack in one area, you may find yourself overcompensating in another. And such imbalances are just not sustainable for the long haul. So keep that in mind as you go about your day-to-day tasks. Make space for activities and things that contribute to your overall wellness. Ask yourself, what small changes can I make to focus on feeling good daily? Speaking of feeling good, I'm feeling even more grateful and joyous than ever right now, y'all. If you're listening on time, as in July 5th, I just want to let you know it's my birthday. Hey, it's my birthday. Hey. So, thanks for celebrating with me by tuning in. If you've been listening for a while, I'm sure you know that this podcast has been a highlight of my 40th year because it represents growth in some key areas in my life, namely showing up for myself, being consistent, finding my voice again. I've come a long way, and I know I have a long way to go, but I'm so thankful for this podcast, and I'm thankful for you being a part of my journey. I hope that you continue to rock with me as we build the village and as I strive to make year 41 and beyond the best years yet. Because it's never too late. Life has so much to offer at every age and stage, and I'm more than ready to level up even more. So keep hanging with me, y'all. And if you want to bless me on this fine Wednesday, my birthday, I will gladly accept the gift of a rating, review, or a share. I love your feedback. I love engaging with new Pod Village members, and I'm excited to discover the ways that we'll continue to grow together. So yes, I'm in a celebratory mood. And while birthdays are a great excuse to celebrate, I'm reminded that there are reasons to celebrate all around us every day. Let's start with the obvious cliche, right? You got up this morning. But from there, we have options, opportunities, accomplishments, encounters with other people, reasons to celebrate aside from just the day you were born or another holiday. Maybe you just want to celebrate the beauty of being. So why wait? What's stopping you from celebrating whenever you feel like it? Whenever you want to let your hair down or have fun? What's stopping you from lifting up another person, giving people their flowers randomly, giving yourself yours? Do we need a reason? You can make any day that you choose the holiday that you want it to be. And isn't that a joy to look forward to? Celebration doesn't need to be this big, over-the-top undertaking. It can be intimate, personal, even a celebration for just one. But if you make time to curate moments of celebration on a small or large scale, you'll find yourself celebrating all the time, curating moments all over the place, choosing joy, right? And creating memories. It's easy to identify larger things to celebrate, like promotions, marriages, birthdays, graduations, and all that. But you know how we talked about micro goals a while back in episode 9 and celebrating crushing those goals? Well, let's chat a bit more about the micro celebration. A micro celebration is a tool that can keep you going, not just on your goal journey, but in all other areas of your life. Because, y'all, I think it's safe to say life is a lot sometimes. Am I right? So, why not break up that monotony and start intervening when the overwhelm is creeping into overload with a micro celebration? And we're not just living for the weekend here. If you feel a spark on the inside or have a quick thought like, this week is going great and it's Tuesday, you said you wanted to get to the gym 3 times this week and you did. Celebrate that, but curate it, right? Give thought to creating celebratory moments that align with what you're celebrating. Even at a micro level, we want to create moments that feel special. So, gym accomplishment. Maybe you're celebrating that by treating yourself to your favorite acai bowl, whether homemade or purchased, or maybe adding a new piece of workout gear to your collection. Celebration is just acknowledgement with a little razzle dazzle. How razzly or dazzly you make it is up to you, but a mini celebration is always in order. If you're looking for creative ideas for how to celebrate small, I've linked an article in the show notes from inhersight.com entitled 14 Creative Ways to Celebrate Small Wins by Kara Hudo. There's quite a few free or low-cost options on her list, and not all of them involve food. I only mention that because historically and culturally, for me and a lot of other folks, most celebrations revolve around food. After all, if you had nothing else, you had enough to share a meal most of the time, right? And while there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, I mean, sharing a meal is literally one of my favorite ways to celebrate. I think it is important to note that it's not the only way to celebrate, even when we don't have a lot. And really, have y'all seen the cost of groceries recently? I'm not even convinced it's cost effective at all anymore. But celebrating is self-care. And a few ideas on Kara's list include dressing up, baking yourself an elaborate dessert, or creating a celebratory playlist. Hopefully, this list will help you start to think outside the box a little and investigate creative ways to celebrate. I encourage you to come up with things that resonate with you personally to add to the list because the possibilities really are endless. Now, the most unexpected celebrations really are the best. I'll never forget how shocked and moved I was at that surprise gratitude party my family threw for my husband and me last year. It just reminded me how important it is to share how you feel about others with them, right? It's important that people know what you mean to them and to celebrate them however you can with a card, a cake, a party, a simple text cheering them on, celebrating them. It's motivation, it's love, it's the things that keep people going. No matter what or how you choose to celebrate, my encouragement to you is to always choose something. What is something that you can celebrate this week and beyond? I want you to think of 3 things in your life right now, or even one thing, right, that could warrant a celebration. And then I want you to think of a way to celebrate those things simply or elaborately. Everyone matters. Every step forward matters. So celebrate it. Take the extra step for that elevated form of acknowledgement. And don't just stop at thinking of how you can celebrate that thing, right? Do it. Do it. Make it something that's achievable that you can do now. Just the other day, my son finally heard the ice cream truck coming down our block for the first time. The boy is 9, y'all. I don't know if the ice cream truck ever came down the street. Maybe like one time, but we missed it. And I don't even think it was him that I missed it with. Maybe it was my daughter. But I actually thought it was the television because the truck never comes down our block. I was preparing to make dinner shortly, so not the ideal time to have ice cream. But what can you do but lean in sometimes? We quickly found some cash, ran out to the truck, and he indulged in the early evening deliciousness that was Mr. Softy. Made his day. There is nothing like that truck coming down your block. I took a picture and sent it to our family group chat, and it provided me with a moment of nostalgia. I remembered the joy of just the sound of the ice cream truck growing up, the sweet victory of being at home at the right time to catch it, running around, scraping together some change or a couple of bucks, quickly peeking out the window to see if a line was forming to make sure you had enough time to get your shoes on and get out there. We both had a moment. He got to live a childhood experience that I loved while I reflected, and we celebrated summer together, and we were both happy. Birthdays, holidays, those are obvious and expected excuses to celebrate, but we don't need an excuse. Whether a moment or an afternoon, take the time to craft a celebration. I leave you with a quote from actress Charlotte Rae today. She said, "I want to tell everybody to celebrate every day, to savor the day and be good to yourself, love yourself, and then you can be good to others and be of service to others." Charlotte was spot on. Celebrating lives on beyond the moment. It creates lasting memories. It can shift someone's mindset. Celebratory energy can be transferred and paid forward. It's impactful. So make sure you celebrate something this week, y'all. You know I'll be celebrating, okay? Because why? It's my birthday. Hey, it's my birthday. Hey. And I'm sure I'm going to have my party arm up at some point before the month is out. If you know all about my party arm, okay? But I plan to move micro celebrations up on my priorities list well beyond birthday season. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your week. Make sure that it includes celebrating something. I heard someone say recently, life is meant to enjoy, not just to live. And that's what I plan to do. I hope you do too. I can't wait to chat with you all again next week. Take care until then.